So I've been daily driving the MacBook Pro with the M3 Pro chip for a little bit now, and I have to give it to Apple. This is one beast of a computer. Now, before I dive into this video, this is not sponsored by Apple. I use my hard-earned money to purchase this computer, and I am making this video to give my honest opinion on how it has worked and benefited me. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing and dropping a like. Now, jumping right into the exterior of this computer, it does come in this space black colorway, which you actually need to upgrade to the M3 Pro chip to get. Now, this colorway is a little controversial. When Apple first announced the release of the M3 Pro in the space black colorway, people actually expected it to be space black. Now, depending on what lighting scenario you are in, kind of depends on how this computer looks. At times, the computer can look black, and at other times, it can look like a very, very dark gray. Me personally, I really like this color on this computer. I personally think it looks better than a pitch black on a lot of other computers. Located on the sides of the computer, you can find 3 Thunderbolt ports, a MagSafe charging port, an SDXC, which is an SD card port, an HDMI port, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The HDMI port allows you to connect to 2 external displays up to 6K. Now, getting into some of these specs, you have about 22 hours of battery thanks to the high watt lithium polymer battery. We have an enhanced liquid retina, which uses pixel masking and anti-aliasing that allows for those thin bezels. The M3 Pro also has an XDR display, which offers extreme dynamic range, 1600 nits of brightness for HDR content, and up to 1 billion colors. The CPU is 80% faster using the 12-core CPU and a 14-core GPU. Now, a really quick important note I want to cover is your MacBook's RAM. When choosing what features to upgrade, if you have the extra money, the RAM should be one of your main priorities over storage and screen size. You can always add more storage with an external SSD, but you cannot upgrade RAM. But with all these big fancy words and specs, is the MacBook Pro with the M3 Pro chip worth it in 2024? And that answer depends on everyone's individual situation. For any kind of high-powered graphic applications such as 3D rendering, video editing, photo editing, this MacBook is still worth it in 2024. For my situation, it was most definitely worth it. Up until I upgraded to the M3 Pro, I was doing all my video editing on a 2020 MacBook Air that I had originally bought for schoolwork. As I started doing more high-end video editing and processing, I needed more computing power and upgraded to the M3 Pro. Now, this does come with the catch. If you already have a MacBook Pro with the Pro chip, it might be better to wait to upgrade. Apple in the near future will be introducing the M4 chip, so for those who already have an M chip, I would recommend waiting till then. Like I just mentioned, for me it was worth it in my specific situation because I was coming from a MacBook that was marginally weaker than this one. However, with all this being said, the M3, M3 Pro, and M3 Max chips are more than capable of handling any task you throw its way.